That should be better. Welcome everybody to another stream here on all the channels that I have, meaning TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and all the other platforms. Welcome. So today I want to talk about the customer journey. Today, that's the point. While I'm trying to see if my video is going to go to normal, because I want to have a smooth sailing stream here. My computer is trying to catch up, so bear with me here. So welcome everybody watching this stream on TikTok. If you have something to say, just put it in chat. Always happy to see what is going on here in the chat. And now that I have my second screen, I should be able to see it more clearly, although the brightness is actually not the best here. So let's see. Can I pop it? Because you can't see the live chat window after popping it out. Play games in window mode. Keep notification in live chat has popped out. Ah yeah, there we go. So that's what I want to see actually, just the live chat. And then I also want to see the restream one. So let's see if I can pull that one up. Can remove this one, this one. Where is Miro now that I need it? Because I want to have Miro so I can explain you a little bit the visualization that I have for you today, because I want to talk about the customer journey. In many businesses, the customer journey is almost like an afterthought. Like many business owners, they do want to get customers and whatnot, but then they really forget about the fact that they need to get their ducks in a row. Like they need to get their okay, let's do this. They need to get their customer journey down. If they don't really know where the next customer is coming from or what kind of touch points that they have, it's a little bit difficult, to be honest. Why is this not working? Google. Okay, my computer is really not my best friend. Hey Tuur, wat doe je van werk? Wel, Tuur, wat ik doe van werk is dat ik zelfstandig ben. En ik heb mijn eigen bedrijf nu, dat ik aan het oprichten ben, dat ik aan het uitbreiden ben. Dat gaat allemaal over business process automation. Dat is hetgeen dat ik doe. Ja, dag in dag uit. Dus ik doe niet anders dan dat. Ik heb de voorbije jaren, ben al meer dan 20 jaar actief als serial entrepreneur. Dus ik heb al heel wat dingen gedaan in mijn leven. Maar dit is hetgeen dat ik het liefst van al doe. Dat gaat allemaal over business process automation, optimization, all the fun stuff. Dat is eigenlijk hetgeen dat ik doe. So for the people just joining, and if you don't understand Dutch, what I just explained to Tuur was what I'm actually doing. And what I do is I'm building a business. That's what I do. I'm building my business to make sure that I can help business owners to streamline their business processes. That's what I do in a nutshell. Wat heb ik daarvoor gestudeerd, Tuur? Wel, lang geleden, toen dat ik nog studeerde, heb ik toegepaste informatica gedaan. Dus ik heb een graduaat informatica, dus nu is dat bachelor, denk ik, graduaat, bachelor IT, toegepaste informatica. Heb ik destijds gedaan. In Kortrijk was dat toen. En dan heb ik het programmeren geleerd en alles met IT. Ik was al een heel grote gamer-fan. Dus alles wat met computers te maken had, dat vond ik wel leuk. En toen is het allemaal begonnen. Dan ben ik eigenlijk redelijk snel in een webdesignbedrijf begonnen. En van dan af aan was het allemaal IT, websites, web design, web development, a lot of web development as well. And then more and more and more, I actually had my own computer store. So I'm still, so to be clear, why I'm switching between Dutch and English, I'm still like trying to identify a little bit who is watching these kind of lives. So if there's more people that are talking Dutch here in the stream, just let me know that I can just switch to Dutch. Otherwise, I just love to keep it in English so that everybody who is watching can actually follow along. I hope that is okay. And I'm just filling around now with my computer here so I can get everything up and running so I can start showing you stuff. So Tuur, I hope that answered your question a little bit. Let's just see here. Why is this not working? Feel free to... No, not that one. Why? Yeah, my computer is really getting annoying. And the LastPass stuff is not working. Don't ask me why. Super annoying. Come on. So I'm trying to log into Miro, and therefore I need my LastPass account, and now LastPass is being a little bitch. And I can't get it to work. So I'm not sure why this is such an issue now. Okay, maybe this will work. Yay, I'm in. Okay. Tuur, if you have any more questions for me, feel free to put them in chat. Always happy to talk to people in the stream here. No, I don't need that. Just give me Miro, please. So Miro is my digital whiteboard that I use to get stuff done, to visualize my processes, and I just want to show you this. There we go, now I'm logged in. Okay, that's better. I didn't want to show you all the LastPass stuff because that's pretty sensitive information. But I can show you all of the stuff that I'm going to do now. First, I need to watch my chat of all the other platforms so I'm not missing anything. So if you're watching through LinkedIn, YouTube, or any other platform, feel free to put also some of the questions in chat for sure. Tuur, you said you studied Informatica. Yes. Did you school yourself then on the whole business running? 100%. Oh yes. They do not teach you that. Well, back in the day, they didn't really teach you anything about business. If you were studying IT, they just thought like, okay, well, they will find a job in the IT and that's that. That's definitely not what I wanted to do. So I had to definitely learn everything myself in terms of business. And I mean, that's definitely quite a challenge, you know, coming from zero and trying to build a business. Well, the lucky thing I had was that the first couple of jobs were with small companies, and I quickly saw like what is needed to run a business and so on. And I knew how it was run, the processes, and what need to be done, like in delivery and so on. But then I started leading a web design firm for a year or two, and getting new customers and doing the projects from A to Z. That's what I learned there. So really, the delivery stuff I learned in these first couple of jobs. But then, of course, I needed to also start looking for how to get more customers. And that's something that I struggled with for a long time, I must say. And at a certain point, I even had a computer store. Can you believe it? A physical computer store. I was around 2006, 2007. And that was here locally. And while it was fun to do so, I had my own store, yay, and I was able to work on computers, fixing computers, building computers, all of that. But the thing that I didn't realize at that time is how to do marketing, how to do actually sales, because all of the jobs that I had were very much technical. So I knew how to code, I knew how to develop websites, how to do projects, and how to even delegate some of the tasks to team members. But I had no idea how to actually get new customers. And I was always struggling with that, even with my computer store. Then around 2008, you can imagine that was the financial crisis. I had to switch to something completely different. So that's where I switched to doing consultancy. So becoming a freelance consultant. And when I did that, that was a that was definitely a success because I started doing SharePoint around 2009 and then did 10 years, a decade of freelancing. Then there was Corona, and then I had to go back to zero and building my own businesses again. Then I started a marketing agency, which was actually very good that I did that because then at that time I really needed to learn digital marketing, how to do marketing, email marketing, social media marketing, website building, all of that, landing pages. And through that, I really learned that skill of marketing, so I could use that in business because you need that. You need to know how to market yourself so you can actually attract new customers. So that's what I did. And that was actually the biggest missing piece in my whole life of building stuff, building businesses was the marketing piece. So if I would recommend anybody starting out doing anything, learn marketing, learn sales. Once you have those two skills, you're set. No matter what you do in terms of business, whatever you want to build, you will be able to be successful because you know how to attract customers and how to close them, how to convert them into actual customers. Those two things are super important, right? So that I had to learn it all by myself, right? Because at school you learn about coding, you learn about .NET, JavaScript, and so on. But you don't learn how to do email marketing, how to talk to potential customers, what to say to close the deal, all of these kind of things. You learn that if you are a student in marketing or if you're a student in sales or whatnot. But you don't. I mean, you don't learn that if you're doing IT, right? So that's how it came about. That's how I learned all of this stuff. A lot of it is self-study. A lot of it is autodidact, right? How they say it. A lot of it is just going through books, courses, podcasts, and these days the information is all out there. So I would even argue that no matter what you do in school, you don't even need that anymore to really learn all of the skills. So yeah, if you're looking for something like that, if you're looking for building your own business, learn marketing, learn sales. And if you then have a specific skill, like developing, I don't know, creating something with your hands, whatever, painting, no matter what it is, if you have a skill, you can start selling your services to customers. And you know how to do that because you know marketing and sales. So yeah, it is very hard to get your first customers, 100%. 100%. I struggled a lot with that. I struggled many years to understand what was needed to get your first couple of customers. But then once you know, it becomes easier. You know the trick, right? You know what to say, you know what to do to get more and more customers. And these days, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's never easy, right? It's always going to be work, but it's getting easier to get new customers. Like with Titanify now, this is my new business. I started Titanify in December last year from scratch, basically, because I was doing something completely different, kind of. So the first 2 months, it was very difficult to find new customers. But after 3 months, I had the same revenue as I had the last 2 years. Just to say that because I had already the skill set of marketing, sales, networking, social selling, all of these skills I've gathered across many, many, many years now, I was able to condense the time that it takes to get new customers. And that is, of course, super valuable now that I can do that. With Titanify, I'm good now. I have enough revenue now that I can also start onboarding new team members again. But if I decide in a couple of months to do something else again, I'm pretty confident that I can do the same. Now, there is, of course, a specific thing here. I can do it because I have a skill set that not a lot of other people have. And that's not just marketing and sales, but also the technical side of things. I can develop, I know the tools, I am very tech savvy, I know Microsoft 365. That technical part is, of course, also a huge part of this. So if I would do something new, I would stay in my lane for sure. I definitely would stay in the technical side of things, because I'm good at that, right? I'm good at that. I know how to do that, and not a lot of other people know how to do that. So they're looking for somebody like me to help them out. It's different if you're like a social media manager, right? There's so many of them, and it's the level of entry, or the barrier of entry, is so low for social media management that anybody can do it, can say that they can do it. But around 365, around automations, all of that stuff, you have to be already tech savvy. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to start something like that. So it's definitely a plus if you are more tech savvy. So again, building a business, do it around your expertise, makes it much easier to actually find your couple of new customers from the beginning. So and one thing, look, if we're talking about building businesses, it is a topic that I wanted to talk about today as well. Tuur, do you ever do like workshops or go to reading or hoorcolleges, or did you find everything online? All of the stuff that I've learned myself, I found online or in books or by experience. But most of it, definitely online courses, online books, reading books about the topics. Yeah, that YouTube is a good place for a lot of this information for sure as well, definitely these days. So I would definitely start there. If you're interested in a specific topic, if you're interested in marketing, for example, just go to YouTube. You can find everything on YouTube these days. Quality wise, you will have to go through maybe a lot of shit before you find really the thing. But there's a lot of people that are creating a lot of good stuff. One of my favorites is actually Alex Hormozi. Alex Hormozi, and I'll just put it here in chat. Alex Hormozi and Gary Vaynerchuk followed. Oh, wait. So Alex Hormozi, follow him for sure, and Gary Vaynerchuk. God damn it, where is this mouse? Gary Vaynerchuk. There. And maybe one last one is Robin Wade. Those three. Follow those three. And the last one, Robin Wade, is a good friend of mine, a business coach in the UK. He has a very low entry coaching program that you can step into if you want to learn all about business building. You have to have already a bit of a business before you can enter that. But if you just follow these three people, you will learn a lot about marketing, sales, business building. Yeah. These are good sources to get into and to learn from. And they all have their YouTube channel. They all have books. I don't know if they do workshops per se, but just listen. If you go to YouTube and you search for public speaking, Alex Hormozi, public speaking, any of these, you will see their kind of workshops, their kind of sessions that you can learn from as well, and then their books and the sites and so on and so on. So definitely go there. Definitely go there. Good. And if we're talking about business building, one piece is the customer journey, and that piece is becoming super important for me within what I do with Titanify, because these days that is something that I streamline for a lot of businesses. Because I mean, if you're building a business, you have to know a little bit what you're selling, right? What product are you selling? And with Titanify, I can do a lot of things. It can be automation, business process visualization. It can be just setting up your Outlook, for example, as simple as that. But really, if I'm looking at the value that I'm bringing to my customers, most of the time it's all about the customer journey. And the customer journey is super important. So the customer journey means, well, if you look at a potential customer for your business, how do they find your business? How do they find out about your business? What is the first touch point, as we say? It can be a post that they saw on LinkedIn. It can be a podcast episodes, whatever. Or they found your website and they fill out a form on your website. That is the touch point. That is the beginning of their journey, of your potential customer journey through your ecosystem. And you want to be able, as efficiently as possible, to get your potential customer through each step of the journey, from getting to know you to introducing yourself to them, to helping them make a decision to actually work with you, to delivering your promise to them, to invoicing the work that you have done. And then even after that is doing the support, the customer support, is the upselling, is whatever comes after that. All these steps, these are part of your customer journey. Hey, Julian, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you here. Welcome, Julian, on TikTok. How are you? Where are you from? Let us know. Greetings from Colombia. Good. Welcome, Julian. Happy to have you here. My boyfriend is also from Colombia, so that's a good place to come from. I'm from Belgium. I am born and raised in Belgium, and I'm currently in Ghent in Belgium. That's where I'm from. That's where my business is. That's where I spend my days. Anyway, Tuur, if you're still here, I'm gonna thank you for the roses, Tuur. Thank you so much. Yes, Belgium, Julian. Indeed. Or Julian. What do you want me to say? Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. That's what I wanted to do. So here we go. So I'm gonna dive into the customer journey that I'm helping my customers with. Streamlining the customer journey. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm selling. That's what I'm doing. You know, if you say to a customer, potential customer, I'm going to streamline your customer journey so that you can actually increase the amount of sales, that is a huge value add to a business, to any business. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying to my potential customers. That's what I do. Now, how does that look like? And I'm trying to show this on Miro, but I guess since I'm streaming as well, my internet connection is not the best. Trying to get through all of this through one wireless network even. Could take some time, right? So Julian, thank you for being here. What are you looking for? Do you have a business? Do you have business processes that you want to streamline that I can talk about? Because that is what this stream is all about. That is what I do. That is what Titanify is all about. That's the stuff I want to talk about in these streams. I'm just checking here. Come on, Myro. Why is this so hard now? You're a web programmer. Cool. Welcome. That's cool. Yep. I don't know what you have heard from the beginning of the stream, but I am also a web programmer. Well, I used to be a web developer, right? .NET web development. That's what I did back in the day. I created all my own websites. I was coding all my own websites. So I hated WordPress. Can you believe it? I hated WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, or any of these kind of tools. I hated that because I thought, well, if you can develop it yourself, you should do that. Now, right now, I changed my mind a little bit because it just takes too much time to develop your own site. So I'd rather go to something like WordPress to create a site in 5 minutes than spending days on creating a website or developing one. So what kind of web programming, Julian? What kind of language? JavaScript, .NET, what do you do? In the meantime, here, this is what I wanted to show you. So if I started to work with a customer, this is the first thing that we try to do, is to really develop a customer journey so that it becomes very visual for a business owner how their process, how their customer journey looks like. And one thing that is important to understand here, so you have all the phases, okay? So you have the journey phase, you have your first phase is an inquiry phase. Somebody got to see something about you and they have an inquiry about your services. The next step could be qualification, where you talk to them on the phone and just asking a lot of questions to make sure that they are a right fit for your services. Then they have to make a decision. Then there is the follow-up. Maybe there's a deposit that they need to pay beforehand. Then there's the delivery, and so on and so on and so on. So putting these steps into your customer journey, putting these phases, defining these phases is important. Julian, I upload content here if you want to see. Sure, 100%. I'll check it out. And you're a big fan of doing things in CSS, HTML, JavaScript, React, among others. Cool, yeah, that's definitely good skills to have. As I mentioned before, if you have these kind of skills, a lot of people are looking for people that know these skills, you know. They are looking for people that know HTML, JavaScript, React to help them build better websites, or apps, or whatever. So good skills to have, 100% for sure. Mario, yeah, I love Mario. Hey Sergio, welcome to the stream. I'm a huge fan of Mairo as well. I use it for everything. If I want to show you, like, look at all of this stuff, all my visualizations and all the templates that I have, everything is in Miro. And I know there's other stuff like Figma and whatnot, but if I compare Miro with a lot of other tools, I must say that Miro for me is by far one of the best. And one of the features that I love, especially if you're working with customers, is that you can very quickly, if you're working on something like this, like a visualization of a customer journey, you can just quickly add comments in here. You can put a comment wherever you want. They can see the comment, you know, you can tag people in the comment, and it leaves this kind of visualization, I would say. Yeah. I don't know how you call that in English. So you can have this, you know, I love it. Julian, I will also study backend to teach others in both the English and Spanish community of my friends. Awesome. Go for it. 100%. Backend stuff, front end stuff, all is important for sure. But I'm pretty sure you also heard the story that a lot of people say, like, yeah, with AI, we don't need developers anymore, you know. I disagree. This is still a very, very, very valuable skill to have, right? Even if you let AI do the programming for you, you still need to be able to read code. I think a lot of people forget about the fact that if you can't read code, no matter what your AI comes up with as coding, you wouldn't even know if it was good or not. So, Sergio, I've also had lots of fun creating pipeline phases in Miro. Yeah, I love it. I love this stuff, And unfortunately, I do not spend as much time as I want to just fiddling around with this, because you can get into something like this and you can spend hours fiddling around with these kind of processes. And just to give you an example, this is an example that I did for a customer. Okay, Hodgins, I'm going to delete this because it doesn't have to be always about them, but you can see all of these steps and then identifying which steps triggers another step and which one is automated and what leads to another one. I just love to do this stuff, but it can take a lot of time. You can really lose yourself into that. So actually, if you know somebody that loves to do this stuff and wants to get into the business, I'm actually looking for an extra team member that can help me out with this. So if you know somebody, let me know. But I love doing this. The visualization helps a lot of people. A lot of business owners do not have any type of visualization about their pipeline phases, about their customer journey, about, let's just say, delivery process or an invoicing process or, any of this kind of stuff. Tuur, is Miro only meant for business, or can you also use it for school? Because it looks like you have a lot of stuff. If you look at the templates in Miro, name something like, I don't know, let's just put school. It's been too long that I've been in school, so I don't know what you need. But let's say, what do you need in school for, Tuur? Oh, you're a CRM consultant, so I feel you. Sergio, yeah. Yeah, CRMs all day long, man, all day, every day. CRMs, Pipedrive, Bravo. What else do we have there? SAP, no, I don't want to do SAP or Salesforce. That's too big for me. But all of these kind of cute CRMs for sure. And these days, look, I have a big background in Microsoft 365, and these days I'm also starting to fiddle around with Dynamics 365 for sales. And the biggest reason for that is the fact that you have CoPilot in there. You're a Microsoft boy, Dynamics. There we go. We should talk because I'm starting to set this thing up, and I'm trying to figure out how it all works. And I managed to set it up, I think, because I have the Sales Hub now. I can get into it. I can log into my specific environment. And now for me, because I come from a world where my CRM was basically in ClickUp. So I use ClickUp a lot for my CRM because it's pretty dynamic as well. But lately I've been using a lot of Bravo because a lot of customers, they don't have big businesses, right? They're starting out, they have small teams, so they need something lightweight. And Pipedrive and Bravo are like the two main CRMs that I've been dealing with. So I'm looking to set something up in Dynamics 365 for sales, where I can do pretty much the same as I can do in Bravo. I know it's not as lightweight as Bravo, of course, but some kind of functionality like, your email marketing, your deals, your contacts, and following up with those, yeah. Well, yeah, Dynamics licenses are kind of expensive. I understand that. But if you look at Pipedrive, for example, a lot of people have Pipedrive, right? And looking at the pricing, so let's go here. It's an argument that I want to talk about because in many cases, smaller businesses have maybe one or two people that need to get into a CRM, right? That's common. So while a lot of people might think Dynamics 365 is for big businesses with big sales teams because it's so expensive per seat. Sure, I paid for the enterprise version of Dynamics 365. I pay around 100 per month for one seat. Look, this is also 100, right? Enterprise. Even if you go for professional, they have add-ons PyDrive. So you have here 49. Then you have to have an add-on. For instance, this one, Smart Docs, 32. Projects, $7. So in total, per user, you're almost at the same level of license cost as you would Dynamics 365. That's my opinion. If you look at this, and I've been looking at this for a lot of other customers, honestly, I would go for Dynamics 365. Now, I still need to get my head into it, into the functionality and so on, for sure. But the added value of being able to connect it with everything 365, that's already a huge plus. You pay for your 365 license, like Microsoft 365, you have it for what, $16 per month. You pay for your CoPilot, $30 per month, and you have your Dynamics 365. Okay, so let's say everything, all the tools, and I do mean all of this, Teams, SharePoint, everything, Forms, all of this shit, Planner, Sales Hub, CoPilot, the AI assistant, for less than 200 per month, more or less, right? You cannot tell me that with anything else that you would get into, ChatGPT, PyDrive, Fireflies for transcription, Typeform or Calendly, if you put all of these tools together, the cost per month is more than the cost of Microsoft 365 plus CoPilot plus Dynamics 365, in my opinion. Exactly, Sergio. Just Power Automate by itself makes it worth it. I would say with Power Automate, there's a caveat. The ease of use of Zapier to integrate with a lot of these smaller tools is easier to do with Zapier than with Power Automate, unfortunately. That's a little bit of a drawback for me, but okay, that's a minor drawback. But again, if you can replace all of these kind of tools here, you know, with one license, 365, easy. Now, Sergio, you only use Dynamics all of your career, which is cool. I really need to talk to you. I know, look, I've been working with Microsoft 365 for more than a decade. I've been in big consultancy firms here in Belgium. And whenever somebody was talking about Dynamics 365, everybody was complaining about how complex it was to set it up and to maintain and how expensive and so on. I think they've made big strides to make it more simplified. But I guess, yeah, still it's hard to get into. I think a lot of people have Microsoft 365 but don't even know about Dynamics, don't want to get into it because they think it's more like SAP or Salesforce and so on. I've worked with SAP. It's shit. You know, if whoever works with that is crazy. But Dynamics looks fun, you know. I have to admit it looks fun to work with. So I'm definitely going to, also in these streams that I'm going to do here, so I try to do it once a week, this stream, at the same day, normally Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, depends, but usually I do it, yeah, either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But at least once a week, I try. As a busy business owner, it's not easy to keep up with everything, but I try. But yeah, it's definitely one of the... Sure, Sergio, yeah, sure. Do follow, and yeah, next time if I'm going live, I'll go deeper into Dynamics 365, and you can help me out with it while I'm going through with it, that would be awesome. Yeah. Thanks for being here already, Sergio, and I'll see you around for sure. Sergio, I hope. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So anyway, no problem, man. No problem. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Tuur, are you still here? En Julian. Let's see here. Voor samenvattingen ziet het er heel handig uit. If you mean like, what do you mean with samenvattingen? Like with, if you're going through a course and you want to write down kind of summary of what you're watching or whatever, I guess. But yeah, explain to me, what would you, yeah, I guess you can use Miro for that. I'm not sure how exactly. I've never used it like that. Summarizations of your courses and so on. Yeah, but I'll show you one. Wait, then I'll see. I use it for business stuff all the time. And one of the things is like, this is also a very great tool, a very good tool for brainstorming and for collaborating on the same ideas. So if you have a team project or whatever, it's the best, because you can share the same board with everybody. You can brainstorm on the board. Everybody can get into it and you can see what's going on. This is a great tool also for meetings and so on. Look, so this is a board that I used to collaborate with another person, with a business partner, to come up with an offer. So you have your sticky notes, you have your tables in here, you have these kind of templates for your buyer persona canvas. You see, you can have a lot of this stuff, building your processes, you know. This is also cool. I like this one. This is more like a to-do, like a Trello board, where you can just add new cards in here. You type, add card. That's also very cool for a agenda style to-do list or whatever. That's cool to have. You can share PDFs in here. You can share Excel sheets. You can share a lot of stuff in here. So for working together collaboration, this is great. This is the best for sure, 100%. Hey Jaguar, hey Dexak. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who are you? I cannot see the profiles in here, but Tuur, it does look very handy to use in a group project. Yeah. Or to put all your lessons and notes together. Yep, 100%. Hey Robin, welcome back to the stream. Robin, I was talking about you actually. To Tuur. Tuur was asking me like, how do I know all of the stuff around business building? And I told him like, yeah, there's sound this time, Robin. Yeah, I made sure that there is sound. And I have a second screen now. So now I'm always looking this way. Actually, I should maybe put it here so I don't have to look this way all the time. But I was telling Tuur, who is in the chat here as well, that I learned a lot of stuff from you as well. I was naming 3 people that he should follow if he wants to learn more about business building. And it was Alex Hormozy, Gary Vaynerchuk, and somebody called Robin Waite. So Tuur, here's Robin Waite. There you have it. Ask him any questions, follow him for sure as well for anything business stuff related, building a business for sure. Awesome. Yeah, there you go. Tuur, where are you from? Because you speak Dutch. Are you from Belgium as well? We were actually talking in Dutch, Robin, so apologies if you would switch at any time to Dutch. Leuven, yeah, there we go. He's from Leuven. So dan kunnen we ook in het Nederlands praten tijdens deze stream, maar dan denk ik dat de rest van de mensen hier er niet te veel gaan van verstaan. Anyway, going back to the actual topic of today's stream was all about the customer journey and how I try to visualize, optimize, streamline, automate all of these kind of things I want to do with the customer journey. And now I'm trying to look for where I put my stuff. Was it here? Yeah, it was here. So, customer journey. Again, we have all the steps here. Yeah, we have all the steps here. So the next part that I do with the customers is going through, actually first the systems. Maybe I should reorder these column or these swim lanes here. But first we look at the systems. So one of the things that I wanted to explain today as well is basically what is the difference between the systems and processes. Because when I was thinking about how to do this efficiently with my customers, how to make them understand a visualization like this, why is it important, and how does it relate to the work that we're doing. Because if I work with customers, we're doing the optimization of business processes. But what is a business process? Is a business process everything? Is that the full process? Is that, I don't know, just if somebody clicks on a button, then something happens? Is that a process? And I think it's important to understand the distinction between the full customer journey, what is a business process, what is a business system. Hey RT, hey dude, sorry, I just joined, what's your job? My job, what I do, well, I own a business called Titanify. You can go to the link below or above, I don't know where they put this here. In our profile, you can go to the YouTube channel and go to the site titanify.be. What I do is I streamline, I help business owners to scale their business. Basically, I help them get more customers. I help them to get less stressed. And I do that by streamlining their business processes. That's what we do. We streamline, automate, optimize business processes within businesses. That's what I do day in, day out. And I do that using no-code tools, Zapier, for example, but a lot of the stuff is also happening in Microsoft 365, which is a huge expertise of mine, more than a decade that I've been an expert in that field. So I'm also setting up 365 for them, just making sure that they're working more efficiently, that they can handle more customers, that the potential customers get faster through their customer journey. That's what I do. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm explaining it way too complicated again, but that's what I do. So just imagine if you have a CRM and you want people to get into your CRM from your websites and you want to connect these kind of tools, that's what I do. If you want to send out automated emails when somebody asks for a content, that's what I do. If you want to do internal team communication with your team and you're looking for a way to set it up effectively, I do that through Teams, for example. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that I can do. But that's why these days I really explain it as I optimize their customer journey. Because the customer journey, if you look at all these steps, right, they contain all of the phases of a specific customer journey. And this includes all of the business processes that they would have. Yeah, there you go, Robin. Robin has a side hustle content business, and I was helping indeed to build a system to handle 200 plus emails a day. So if you want to know RT, what I do, that's part of it, what I do. There we go. Yeah, now successfully handed it over to an employee this week. Awesome. Good to know. Good to hear. Good to see, Robin. I'm really happy that it's working great for you. And I think, and look, this is also part of this, right? I mean, I explained this the other day to another customer. If you get these first pieces down of your customer journey, right? The inquiries, for example, just that first piece. If you can streamline, automate, whatever, this first piece, then you are 100% confident, 200% confident that no matter how many inquiries that you get, you're able to sustain that. You're able to handle that. And that's important, because then once you have this and you know that you can handle 10 times the amount of inquiries at the same time, let's say, then you can shift your focus to the next step in your customer journey, and you can optimize this. And once you're 100% confident that you can also withstand the extra volume of qualification to be done, then you can go to the next step and the next step and the next step, and so on and so on and so on. And that's how I really go with it these kind of days, because it makes so much sense, right? It does not make sense to start with this, or to even start with your delivery process, honestly, if this stuff doesn't work already. If this stuff is just breaking, if you just add too many pieces to it, too many inquiries, for example, if this already breaks, you will never get to a point that this will be more efficient. You won't get there, because you're gonna constantly be putting out fires here. So that's how I see it these days, and it makes a lot of sense in my head, and it makes a lot of sense in my customers' heads, and that's super, super important. I think I never had that kind of clarity in how I can explain people what kind of value it adds to their business than like this, right? Your customer journey. And people get it. People understand at least what is a customer journey, and how it really can help them collect more customers. That's something that I say as well. Artie, oh, nice ones, guy. Keep it going. What do you think about current state of AI in work today? The current state of AI in work, I think it's definitely a big revolution, right? And I think maybe I'm a bit biased because I love AI and I love how it's being used in Microsoft 365. So CoPilot for Microsoft 365 is the AI assistant based on GPT-4 and 5 and whatnot within 365. So I think it's a huge step forward. It's gonna be huge for productivity in businesses. 100% believe that. The only thing is that I have a bit of an issue with how people are using AI from a business perspective, right? Let's look at it from a business perspective. People are using AI just to be fancy sometimes. They develop a lot of stuff in AI just to be fancy. I don't like that. I've always been somebody that wants to build processes and efficiency and, logical systems and so on. So I don't want to be too fancy on all of this. It just has to work, and it has to improve my work. It has to enhance my business, has to enhance my day-to-day work. If that's not happening, yeah, it might be cool to be able to generate videos, for example, cute videos and amazing videos that you can create with AI, or you can let AI talk to each other. Amazing. How does that help your business move forward is my question. Again, from a business perspective, I'm not talking about how amazing it is that you can do it, because that's amazing. But if we're looking at a business perspective, if we're looking at AI in work, I would say we should stop being too fancy about it and really looking at the practical implementation of AI, so that people that are scared about AI right now, they are scared because everybody tells everybody that AI is going to replace people. Yeah, replacing people to pay less. It needs to be efficient before being fancy. Exactly, right? Try out the 4.0 with image recognition. I think this might change a lot of things. All of these new developments will change a lot of things. I'm pretty sure. And it looks amazing. It looks all amazing. As long as it enhances our lives, I would say. It enhances our business. Will it replace people? Probably, yeah. But the argument that AI is bad because it will replace people is the wrong one. Like, no. AI will enhance our lives, and the people need to adjust. Just as people had to adjust to the internet, to television, to whatever, there's a lot of big guys like Gary Vaynerchuk also talking about this. it won't, yes, it will replace some of the jobs that are out there that are low level jobs, but the people in those low level jobs need to realize that they need to educate themselves in other pieces that will actually help them to get a job with AI, for example, like looking at prompting, right? Prompting is a big piece of using AI in a good way. Well, everybody that learns how to prompt efficiently right now will have a job in the future, no matter where you're from, no matter what your level of education is. If you know how to prompt, you will have a job in the future. I'm pretty sure of that. If you know how to use AI tools effectively, even if you don't know how to code, you will have a job in the future. So I think it's just going to be a shift from people that are doing the day-to-day monkey work. They will not have to do that anymore, thank God. They will have to shift to actually using the tools that are doing their job. That's what I think. That's what I think that will happen. Robin, people still don't know how to use Google properly, so I think we are safe with ChatGPT and AI. Exactly. There's still a long way to go. I think anybody that is using AI in any form are the early adopters. And I saw a graph the other day. I don't know if you can see my graph, early adopters. And this also shows this very easily, like this one. Yeah. Which one is the best one to show? Technology here. Technology adoption life cycle. I've seen this one in one of the proposals that we did to a big corporate company that wanted to implement CoPilot within their business. And then we had to show them this graph. And just tell me if you see this. Well, I think you can, because sometimes, okay. This one. So this one is important, right? This one is important to understand. We right now are here in the beginning. Innovators, early adopters. We are here. That's where we're at right now. So that's a small percentage of people that are already using AI. The big majority is not even, some of them are not, I wouldn't say they're not aware, but they have heard of AI, but they don't even know what it will do for their life, of their business, right? So will it replace people? You know, by the time that we have early majority or even late majority that is adopting this technology, we're years ahead. So there's still a lot of time for people to catch the train, let's say. But the ones that are here in the beginning, they have an advantage. If they are now leaning into learning AI and learning how to use it to their advantage, they're safe. They have a future, 100%. And maybe they can start a business around some of these kind of things, right? Why not? That's what I think. Artie, yeah, I noticed I work as a line haul planner for FedEx in the Benelux. I can already see how AI can help you enhance it, I guess. Artie, do you also speak Dutch then? I don't want to exclude Robin from this stream, so not going to go into Dutch, don't worry. But yeah, I mean, AI is here for staying, for sure. I mean, I don't know. You should also, if you're serious about, anybody that is serious about looking at enhancing their day-to-day work, and you're using anything that is Microsoft related, Outlook, Word, whatever, you should look at CoPilot. I don't care that people call it an invasion into privacy sometimes with the recall functionality that Microsoft has released now and so on. Again, that's early adoption. That is something that will change anyway. But the Copilot, oh my God, the stuff that you can do with this, it's crazy. Let's see here. You want to see something? Wait. Let's see, what kind of view prompts? I'm just checking one of the standard ones to show you. No. I can actually like do this or this or this or this. So what's new? What's latest from? And I can pick myself. Okay, let's just pick myself. What's the latest from myself? Organized by emails, chats, and files. Right? Let's run that. Tuur, I'm going to head out. Thank you, Stefan, for everything. Thank you for being here, Tuur. I really appreciate it. Hope I can see you back next week. I'm still studying an uneven business, but you are making it sound so interesting. I'm glad. It is super interesting to build your own business for sure. Good luck with your business. Thank you, Tuur. Hope to see you again soon in one of the next streams. RT, CoPilot is an AI, but the one from Microsoft, it's already linked to all apps. Exactly. That's why it's such a huge thing, right? All good, Stefan. Okay, thanks, Robin. KDXO, what is it? What do you mean, what is it? What is what? Copilot? Oh, you mean Copilot? Oh yeah, for sure. Go search for it. It's huge. Look what it just did. So I just gave it a prompt. What is the latest from me? Organized by chats, blah blah blah. I get an overview of emails, chats, files and whatnot, just in a blink of an eye, and with references to Loop, to the meetings, to chats, and so on and so on. And for me, the biggest time save these days is within Teams, is within meetings, and having recaps of meetings. So I have a lot of meetings with customers. Everything is recorded for me. I do a lot of, I think 90% is remote, what I do, also my meetings. So I can record every meeting, which is fine. I can activate the transcription. I can activate CoPilot on these meetings so that I can run CoPilot and I can ask CoPilot to just do a quick recap. And it does that already automatically. I'm trying to show you this if Microsoft wants to. How did you start your business? How did I start my business? That's a good question. I started it, I mean, I've been building my own businesses since I was around, I would say 23, 24. And back in the day was 2002, 2003. Yes, I am a little bit older. That's how it started. And I started with just selling my own expertise to people that didn't know how to do stuff that I know how to do. And I think for many people that want to start a business, that is the first thing that you should do. If you have a skill, you have knowledge that somebody else doesn't have and they need it, you can sell it to them. You can get money for that, right? No, you're not old. Oh, thank you. Well, I don't feel that old. Don't worry. For me, it's just a number. But yeah, if I sometimes say my age, it can be. A lot of people are surprised because I preserve well. Let's say that's a good thing. Let's say I have. Okay, I have a lot of meetings with Lawrence, for example, right? So you can see here, it's one, two, many meetings already, right? And you can have a recap of the meeting, right? This is AI. So this is CoPilot behind this. Meeting notes, I didn't have to do anything. So I'm not using Fireflies anymore. I'm not using any other tool. It's like Zoom has a transcription as well, but this is AI connected to it. This is CoPilot. But the actual really good stuff is that you can open CoPilot on a meeting and you can ask it to, let's say, suggest follow-up questions. There we go. So it goes through the meeting and it will come up with follow-up questions that haven't been answered yet in this meeting. And even more so, hey, from India, Narendiranat. watching on YouTube. Thank you for following. Telco Cloud Pro, thank you for watching the stream on YouTube. Happy to have you here. If you have any questions with what I'm doing right here, don't hesitate to add them. And I'm not sure if you see this actually on TikTok, because I have to always be careful. Wait, let me open up my, yeah, there we go. I have to be careful because it's vertical, of course, but you can see, let's see, okay. Here, you can see this, yeah, this is CoPilot. So I asked the questions, suggest follow-up questions on this meeting, and I came up with this, right? So, and I can also ask it questions from within a meeting. So what was the biggest pain point to solve in this meeting? Because I forget stuff. I do not take notes anymore, right? Because it's all in here. Why would I take notes? Sometimes I do, but I can use CoPilot to ask these questions. If I need to know, I'm gonna ask, and it will come up with answers, right? So that saves me a lot of time. Believe me. Here we go. So the biggest pain point to solve in this meeting was the missing templates icon in Outlook for Lawrence, blah, 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 blah. All of this. Perfect. So if also I prepare for a meeting with Lawrence again, I'm going to go through this and making sure that I know what to talk about. I know what has been said last time. I do store this in a specific location, so I can really go back through the whole thing, so I don't have to ask anything again and again. But you can already see how this enhances your business processes, right? KD, I have a plan, but always scared when it's the right time to start. I know, I mean, starting a business is very, very scary, 100%. RT, it will always be scary. Go through the scare and it will pay off. Be mentally prepared, 100%. I don't know, Robin, if you're still in the chat here, but KD, Robin is in the chat here. He is my business coach. He is a wonderful business coach, amazing business coach. He definitely can help you out with some tips. Follow him, follow his content. He has great books as well to show you what you can do to get started. So 100% recommend going through all of his content. But starting is scary, huh? I will not lie. Starting something new and being uncomfortable for a long time is very scary. But honestly, I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I have worked in my whole life. I've worked 1 year as an employee. 1 year, and after that 1 year, I said to myself, no fucking way that I want a job, that I want a boss. I don't want a boss anymore. I want to do my own stuff. I don't like authority above my head telling me all the time what to do. I just don't like it, right? And I wanted to do my own stuff. I want to build stuff. I have an idea, I want to build it. I have another idea, I want to build it. I do not want to be restricted with rules, with bosses that just want you to do whatever they want to do. And I don't want to build somebody else's dream. I have my own dreams. I want to build my own dreams. That's why I start businesses. That's why I've been building businesses my whole life. And only now, and this is, I mean, I just have to be honest here, but only now with Titanify, I have a feeling that I finally found a business model that I can scale to the moon. And that will give me the financial freedom that I dream about, 100%. All the other businesses that I have had, they gave me parts of it, but not all of it. They gave me the skills to build something that I can build right now. So the past 20 years were just a journey towards where I'm at right now. That's how you have to look at it. So even if you start, it's scary, and you think about what if I fail, it doesn't matter. Because in the end, your first business probably will not be your last. If you look at all the successful business owners, and you ask them, how many businesses have you had, right? They will all say more than one. I mean, the people that are successful from their first business are very scarce. And you could look at maybe Facebook or something like that, but those are exceptions, right? The rule is that you need to go through a lot of shit first before you found your way how to do it. Robin, wait, I just need to make sure that I see all the other ones. I can now automate many things. Yeah, absolutely. Telco Cloud Pro. How can I comply to GDPR like regulation? I'm going to answer this in a moment. First, I want to go back to the starting business thing. Robin said, find something you enjoy and then find one client that make your first $10 or $100, 100%. Then build from there, do something, anything, and then figure it out. Artie said, what if I enjoy drugs? Well, if you enjoy drugs, I mean, you know what? There is a guy, no kidding, that built a business around drugs, around weed. You know, if you want to really go that way, that's $1 million business, more than $1 million. So if you enjoy drugs in some way or another and you make it legal, a legal business around it, whatever it could be, medicinal, whatever, you know, you can be very creative in that. Yeah, for sure. Depends on what kind of business you want to open in your country. KD, you're from Belgium, but I'm scared I'll end up more paying them than earning. Well, KD, I have a solution for you. There is a program. If you do not have a physical location, that's a caveat here. If you have a business like mine, service business, you don't have a physical location, there are programs out there in Europe where you can start a business, very cost effective, and it's called the e-residency program in Estonia. My business, Titanify, is in Estonia. I am an e-resident of Estonia. That's a great program. It's completely legal, not a lot of administration, not a lot of costs, and you can start your own business. So it doesn't have to cost a lot, you know. So be creative again, KD. I see and I hear a lot of people that have business here in Belgium. When I tell them that I have a business in Estonia while I'm doing all my work here in Belgium, they are surprised. And they think that it's impossible, that no, it's easy to do. These days, if you have an internet connection, you can become an e-resident of Estonia. You can build a business in Estonia. I have never been in Estonia, but I have a business in Estonia. That's how easy it is these days to build your own business without breaking the bank, honestly. So if I would have known this, I mean, this is a new program, to be fair, right? So I didn't know about this 10 years ago. But if I would have known that 10 years ago, would have been a bit different story for me as well. So there you go. Okay, where was I? I have to be careful here. I want to go first to Telco Cloud Pro. He has a question, he or she, sorry, they have a question about how can I comply to GDPR-like regulations with your automations? That's a good question. Is by using software that can help you comply to these regulations. And I'm sorry, but I'm going back to 365. Within 365, you have Purview. And Purview is the compliance portal from Microsoft 365, which will help you set up policies within your environment, within even your automations that you built within 365 to stay compliant. And you can even connect Purview to SAP, to anything basically. Anything that runs through the 365 environment, you can run through the system. It's called Purview. Purview is the tool. It's something that I want to specialize in as well, that I'm going to specialize in as well in the next few months, because it's going to be important. Because one thing for everybody out there now, talking about AI, for example, do you realize that all your data, all the data that you input into ChatGPT is being used by ChatGPT, by OpenAI, to train the model, and they store the data, which means that in some cases, if you're very proficient at prompting, you could hypothetically ask ChatGPT to give data that somebody else has put in there. So just think about that from a security perspective, from a compliance perspective. If somebody from your company puts stuff into ChatGPT, somebody else can get it out. So that's a huge risk. That's why some companies do not want anybody of their employees to actually use AI at any form. And that's why Microsoft has an advantage, because they have been working with this for so long already. They have this portal for so long. Of course, they have a leg up. They have an advantage to all the others, right? Because they have Purview, and Purview makes sure that you stay compliant with every regulations, even with the AI, the new AI rules from the European Commission. As extra benefit, everything that you do with CoPilot in 365 stays within your own tenant. It's not getting out there. So what can you do with Purview? You can do information protection, data loss prevention, insider risk management, all of these. And these are the three big ones, right? Data loss prevention for sure. Right? Setting up policies to prevent data loss, right? Very, very important. But also information protection. If you're talking about more about GDPR rules and so on, you can set up sensitivity labels for specific data, personal data and so on. So it cannot be leaked outside of your own environment. So that's why that is something you need to take a look at. There are other platforms out there if you're not using 365, but yeah, you have to use something like this. If you're concerned about GDPR, if you're doing automations, AI, you have to look at something like this. Hey, thanks Robin for being here. Thank you for being here. Everybody here, follow Robin. He's a great guy. A lot of information there as well. How about your taxes? Where do you pay them? Estonia? I pay taxes in Estonia and in Belgium. So personal taxes, you still have to pay that where you live. So that's in Belgium. And I pay taxes for my business in Estonia. But hear this. In Belgium, you pay 30%, 30% corporate taxes. In Estonia, you pay 0% corporate taxes. I mean, if you run a business and you want to keep more in your own pocket, I would choose not to pay 30%. I'm so sorry. And it's perfectly legal. That's just the system in Estonia. 100%. So 30% less taxes, corporate taxes. No brainer. Honestly, no brainer. What's the benefit of having business based in Estonia? Lower taxes? Yes, lower taxes, like I just said, right? Well, look, Artie, it is definitely more than 50% in total taxes in Belgium, right? We are one of the highest, I think, the third highest taxable country. Wait, let me check. List of highest taxed countries. I think we're third. No way. In the world. Wait, let's see. Denmark. Okay, here. You know what? Actually, let's make it more fun. Wait. Hold on. Here we go. Did you know that within CoPilot in 365 you can activate web content? And then I can do this. Give me a list of the highest tax countries in, oh, I can even make typos, I don't care. Give me a list of highest taxed countries in EU. I don't even need Google anymore. Fuck off. Yeah, that's why. But I'm not going to ask ChatGPT. I'm going to ask CoPilot, actually. There we go. Oh, we're actually number 7. Okay. So, not third, but still very high up there, if you can see. Denmark, 55. Austria, 55. I mean, Finland, 51. Belgium. Okay. Dear CoPilot, your ranking is off, but okay. 53% in total. Actually, this should be even more because, look, if you pay 30% corporate taxes and you pay 50% personal taxes, so in total, even if you earn a lot of money, 70% of that is taxed by Belgium. So, I mean, fuck off. No way. I don't want to. Yeah, it's better than Dubai, 100%. Yeah. You should look at e-residency program. You don't have to live there, you know. I've never been in Estonia. You do it all online. They send you a passport, a e-resident passport in your local embassy. So here in Brussels, the Estonian embassy. You get your ID card, you activate it, and from that point on, you can register a business in Estonia as an Estonian e-resident citizen. Not as a Belgian citizen, but as an e-resident citizen. And so I pay 0% corporate taxes. Period. And it's a great system. A lot less administration, almost none. And in terms of accountancy and so on, pretty easy. It's monthly there, so you have to do it in a higher cadence. But also the big plus there, since most of my customers, I would say 90%, are not from Estonia, I do not have to charge any VAT on anybody. If they send me an invoice or I send them an invoice, no VAT. And in the end, okay, that's not really taxes, but here in Belgium, if you have a business here in Belgium, you know VAT is a big shit, right? Is fucked up, and I don't like it. It has always been a problem for me, and now that I'm in Estonia, no VAT, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Less administration, less playing around with money all the time. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like about it, honestly? I do have to pay income tax in Belgium. Personal income tax stays the same. Still 50%. So if I don't like that, I should move to another country, right? But okay, I mean, there's still a lot of benefits from living in Belgium. As a person, yes. 50% income tax from your person, yeah, okay. But I don't want to pay corporate tax for all of that shit. And that's not the only thing. Paying social security as a business owner is so high, so high. You cannot believe how much you have to pay. But that's a whole other story. I want to make it myself, my life easier, my business life easier by doing this. I still have a business in Belgium, but I'm not very actively with that anymore because of the obvious taxation and administration and so on. But yeah. Why don't I move out to Belgium? Because I like Belgium. Maybe in the future we will move, I don't know where, but right now Belgium is fine actually. There's nothing wrong with Belgium. There's something wrong with the taxation system, to be honest, especially for businesses, especially for small businesses. It's mental. It's no wonder that people don't want to start a business here. So there are a lot of side ways in Belgium to lower your tax. Sure, that's true, but I don't have the time nor the desire nor the energy to go through all the the back doors to lower the taxes and so on. And then you have to pay an accountant that actually knows how to do this stuff, and that's costing a lot of money. No. Where are you in Belgium? Yeah, KD, where are you from? But it's still worth it as you don't have to pay corporate tax on your company. Yeah, 100%. That's for me is the biggest advantage. That by itself, I can keep 30% of my earnings in my business. That's a no-brainer. That's 30% that I can reinvest in the business, that I don't have to give to any other person, right? It's for me, for my business. That's why I do it. Yeah. What's the app called to open business in Estonia? Just go, Arti, go find e-residency program. So e-residency. If you type e-residency Estonia, you will go to the site of that program here. Wait, just make sure that you can see this. Here, apply for e-residency. That's what you need to do. I think it's about 150 euros to apply, and you have to make sure that you're a real person. Yada yada yada. It takes about 2 or 3 weeks before you get an approval, and then you can get your passport and whatnot. But yeah, it is designed specifically for young entrepreneurs like ourselves, small business owners, to easily start a business in Europe, completely legal, no extra costs of having a specific address there. You can apply through a business, and I use Companio. So Companio, Companio.co, this one. I know the owner of this company, and it's through him that I started to look at this. This company helps you set everything up. They give you an address, all of that nice stuff, and I pay now 100 per month to keep this up, to do the accounting and whatnot, and that's it. So those two here, e-residency in Estonia, and then once you have that, use something like Companio. This is a SaaS business, so you do it all online. KD, so if I want to start my own business, you advise to move out of it? What do you mean, you move out of Belgium? No. Depends on what you want to do. What do you want to start? What kind of business do you want to start, KD? That's the first question. Arti, my pleasure, man. Take a look at it. And if it's not for you, maybe for somebody else, but I've been sharing this with a lot of people already. Everybody should know about this. Not a lot of people know about this. In Belgium, no. They don't. But they should. You want to start your own service in analyzing problems of business? Then you should look at this. Then you can start your own business using the e-residency. Why not? And if you think that people will even care where your business is registered, they do not. I mean, your customers, they don't. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. As long as you provide your services, as long as you do a good job, nobody cares where your business is registered. No. And anybody else that says otherwise, yeah, customers want results. Just like Fiverr. Look at Fiverr. You can create a business, you can create an account on Fiverr, and you can do work through Fiverr. That's called a business as well. You can live wherever, as long as you provide the results, you get the reviews, the customers, testimonials, and so on. If you have that, nobody cares. If you do your job, nobody cares, right? So don't make it yourself too hard, especially in the beginning of your career. Building a business from scratch, it's already heavy enough in terms of financial responsibility. If you can do something like this, honestly, go for this. Don't go through all of the hoops and the financial struggle that you have in Belgium for building a business. Now, be aware, you have to declare yourself as a business owner in Belgium, right? You still have to follow the regulations here. There still will be some kind of a cost because you're a business owner. But I cannot stress enough, 30% that you do not have to pay, that's a lot of money. Even if you're earning 1,000 per month, 30% of 1,000, that's already a lot of money that you can spend on building your business. Yeah. You have one customer who wants your help. Just start a contract and start service. Yep. Copywriting, any digital service, this is great for any digital service, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. You have one customer so KD, you have one customer that wants your help. Yeah, just create it, right? Yeah. Max, hey Max, welcome to the stream. Do you use Power Automate for your flows, or do you use Zapier, or a combination of both? That's a great question, and I do a combination of both because Zapier, unfortunately, no, I use a combination because Power Automate, unfortunately, does not have the ease of use in terms of integrations with apps like Zapier has. So within Zapier, it's super easy to connect with a lot of tools, right? With Power Automate, yes, if you develop your own connections, custom connectors. And I'm not sure, wait a minute. Artie, no, who was it here in chat who was working with Dynamics 365? I think I missed it. Was it you, Artie? No. Who was it? Sergio. That's the one, yeah, Sergio, sorry. No. But yeah, I use Zapier and Power Automate at the same time. And I actually activate Power Automates through Zapier, through webhooks. That's what I do. Yeah. KD, should you have time to read my contract, what I created, and give your opinion? Yeah, sure. I mean, go to my website, fill out the form. You will find my email address there as well. Just send it to me, or use LinkedIn or whatever to send it to me. Yeah, for sure. Happy to help. So Max, yeah, I'm using both. What are you using? Because some customers of mine, they have Pipedrive, for example, as a CRM. Pipedrive or Brevo, for example. And I need to automate, I don't know, let's say I need to automate that if somebody fills out a form on their website, a new deal needs to be created in Pipedrive. That stuff is super easy with Zapier. That stuff is super complicated with Power Automate. And I could develop that. I could create it in Power Automate. But if I'm all about efficiency, and then I should use Zapier. I should not use Power Automate, while I would love to use Power Automate. So stuff like you see here, sync Calendly bookings with Pipedrive leads, Calendly to Brevo, add leads from Drepify to Pipedrive. These things, there's no way you can do that easily in Power Automate, unfortunately, because the connections, like within Zapier, they have built all of these connections with all of these tools already. You don't have that in Power Automate. Or you have to use API calls all the time, which is fine, okay. But again, the time save that I can accomplish with just setting this up instead of Power Automate, that's why I still use Zapier. I do not use Make anymore, no. I mean, I get it, Max. Yeah, 100%. If everything is Microsoft, then for sure you have to use Power Automate. I'm only using Zapier because some of my customers have tools outside of Microsoft, And it's just easier sometimes to use Zapier to connect and to automate stuff. But otherwise, I'm a Microsoft 365 consultant for more than a decade, so I'm all about Microsoft as well. I would love to put everything in Power Automate, 100%. I just wished that Microsoft would do a little bit of a better job to look at Zapier and to add more integrations more easily than to have to create custom connectors. And correct me if I'm wrong, Max, maybe I haven't gone that deep yet into Power Automate because it's been a while. But from my understanding at this point, like I showed you, like, tell me these kind of things. Add leads from Dripify, which is a lead generation tool that connects with LinkedIn, for example, into PyDrive. Okay, you would put that into Dynamics 365 then, for sure, into your CRM. Can you do that easily? Or Calendly. Calendly is another example, for example, right? So Calendly is a booking system. I would love to use bookings. So you have, what is it? So you have bookings in 365. I would love to use bookings. One of the best features of Calendly is the fact that you can send somebody a link to book a meeting, and Calendly automatically, if you set it up, Calendly automatically looks for open spots in any calendar. You can add 20 calendars in Calendly, specific email accounts, specific calendars, and it will look through all of these, the open spots, all of them together, looking at an open spot. You cannot do that in bookings, right? So I have to rely on Calendly, for example, for booking meetings, and then adding entries wherever. So then within Power Automate, what I would love to do then is, well, either bookings can do this, and then using Power Automate to do stuff, or use Power Automate, and I'm not sure why it's not working right now. Annoying. Using Power Automate then to capture the Calendly event and then put it into some kind of CRM. Hey Dries, ik ben Vlaams. Ik ben volledig Vlaams. Waarom ruik ik Vlaams? Kan je daar ruiken dan? Yeah, Max, that's the point, right? Not easily from third-party services, emails, and MS forms are breeze. 100%. And if customers use processes like that, I would definitely use that, right? 100%. Why is this stuff not working? Max, help me out. Why is this stuff not working? I hate it. Come on. I just want to open up Power Automate and it won't work. Anyway, yeah, but yeah. Max, I want to get into that. Business Central automations. I want to get into that, but for some reason, I'm unable to buy a license for Business Central. Because I was looking at that, it looked really cool also for small businesses. But somehow I cannot find that. So let's check. Hey Dries, dank u. Really? Max, okay. So where do I go? Where do I go to get Business Central? Do I go here? Because I was looking here actually. So let's say Central. So look, this is what I have here. Oh wait, Dynamics Business Central Essentials attach. What is that? So where is Business Central then? Or is it already installed? Help me out here. Which one is this then? Dynamics Business Central Essentials attach. Design for businesses. Through the Learn platform, you can get a BC tenant, I believe. Yeah, but oké. KD, ik wil uw vorm invullen, maar blijft zijn dat mijn mail niet bestaat. Huh. That's weird. I'll just put my email here. No worries. Here. Send me a mail here. Send me a mail there, Kitty. You need essentials unless you want manufacturing, then you need a premium. Wait, but Business Central, to be clear, Business Central is not just for manufacturing, is it? Business. Because I was looking at it, because I would love to sell this to smaller companies. Any type of company, honestly. Thank Just Anything for the football. Thank Artie for the cap. Thanks Katie for the heart. Thank you so much. And Tur, oh my god, so many things you sent me. Thank you. Where was I here? So this one, right, Max? Well, okay, but services, right? Services, I have a lot of customers that do services. But what do you mean with services? Do you mean, look, connect finance by over small and mid-sized businesses. Try for free. Okay, let's try for free. I just wanted to have it on my tenant, that's all. Not a specific, not a test tenant or anything on my tenant. And I want to buy a license. I just want to test out this stuff to see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I need. Any service works, from hairdresser to electrician. This is what I need. This stuff is what I need. Look what it gives me. Where are you from, Max? Are you from Belgium? Want dit is wat ik krijg dit, hè? Not available in my market. Dat is België. Dus waarom is dit niet beschikbaar in België? I don't get it. How did you get it and I can't? I hate this shit. Ik ben ook van hen trouwens, Max. I don't get it. Why? Because if I go here, wait, where was I? So I can buy this. Well, actually, a trial, I guess. No, I can actually buy it. Let's see, pay monthly. So I can buy this, but it's not available. Just anything. I know, Dutch is amazing. So Max, what should I do? I don't know. I'm stuck. That's where I got stuck there, because I wanted to present this to some of my customers. And I couldn't get it even to work, because this is what I get, this shit. And I want everything, because it looks so cool to have this. Well, I'm just wondering, what is Business Central doing more or different than Dynamics 365 for sales, for example? Sure, I'll send you a mail, no worries. I'll follow you as well. Wait, I'm gonna follow everybody. Hold on, people. I'm gonna follow everybody that is here, because you're amazing. And I'm just learning this TikTok stuff anyway along the way. But Max, yeah, you're in the car. Oh, okay, perfect. There we go. I will do that, Max. And I see that you're a business owner yourself as well, so it's cool to see that for sure. And we should talk, because I think we can do stuff together. Business stuff. maxdevos.be. Can I go to your site? I'm going to go to your site. maxdevos.be. Yeah, for sure. Let's connect. Let's see. Now I'm curious, what do you do? The 3 Towers of Ghent, people. That's what you see here. I love it. You're a freelancer, okay. Whatever is digital, process, branding. Oh, you're a marketer. Oh, got it. Good pivot. I did a pivot around 2008, 2009, I had a computer store, a physical computer store. And then, yeah, it wasn't really my thing, I guess. Didn't work out. And I pivoted to SharePoint at that time. I think the best decision of my life, because look at where I am right now. I'm still doing this stuff. And yeah. De bomma van TikTok. Fijne avond nog. Dankjewel, de bomma van TikTok. Dankjewel om hier te zijn en om te kijken. Ja, alles tof om nieuwe mensen te leren kennen. Cool. De bomma van TikTok. That's a new one. So, for anybody that doesn't talk Dutch, de bomma van TikTok means the grandmother of TikTok or the grandma of TikTok. That's what it means. Dries, I don't know if you're still here. I'm just going to follow you. I'm just going to follow everybody, because otherwise I'm going to lose sight of who was here. And I need to figure out how I can do, like, I don't know, challenges or something like this. But honestly, the best thing about TikTok Live is that I just can talk to you guys. That's it. Out a mole. Who the fuck is that? Somebody, yeah, I'm gonna block this one because I don't like that. Report by who else do we have? Yeah. Sorry people, I'm just going to go through the chat here to see. Or maybe I can do this. Tuur. No, I cannot do that. Sergio. Anyway. Let you join the live. Oh yeah, that's cool. I've never done that, but that sounds cool for sure. Yeah, you can do that. No, not while driving, for sure not. Well, I mean, you're even watching while driving. That should not be happening neither, Max. All right, dear people. I think the original topic about customer journey will have to wait for another time. It's already getting late here in Ghent. I'm getting hungry. I need to eat something. I started too late. I think I started almost at 6:30, so apologies for that. Next week, we're gonna go back into this. I'm gonna go back into Business Central as well, Max, if you can set it up. Or at least Dynamics 365 for sales is, or even Purview. There's so many topics that we need to talk about, that we need to explore together. And CoPilot. I mean, CoPilot, oh my God, that as well. Cool stuff, dear people, dear titans, as I used to call my followers. Maybe I should do that again. Titans, what do you think? Dear Titans, thank you so much for watching this stream. The next live, that's a good question, Max. You know what? I don't know if Saturdays are a good day to do this. Maybe on a Saturday morning. But usually what I do is I tend to go live Tuesday evening. Tuesdays around 5-6 p.m. in the evening. If Tuesday is not happening, Wednesdays. If Wednesday is not happening, Thursday. Each of one of these days, but I really try to make it more consistent, but this helps. I mean, getting people in the chat and talking to people in the chat helps a lot to keep me accountable, to stay consistent with these kind of streams for sure. So yeah, I'll try to do that. So the next stream, wait, can I see my calendar here? Probably next Tuesday. If it's not next Tuesday, next Wednesday. So just keep an eye on next week. And if I can, maybe Saturday, right? I don't have a fixed schedule because my schedule, my calendar, it's all over the place sometimes with a lot of customers, a lot of stuff happening. So that's, yeah, that's what will happen in the next few weeks. But go to the YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel. All the Streams are getting recorded there, so you can go recording. If you have Twitch, we're live on Twitch as well. YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok. Yeah. You do live on discussion on Business Central. Let's connect on mail. Ja, let's do that. 100%. Ja. Dankjewel, KD. Ik zal er morgen naar kijken. Nu is het al een beetje laat, dus ik ga rustig eten en in mijn bed kruipen dan. So Max, yeah, let's do one about Business Central. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. I'm very curious about it, what it can do for small business owners, because I want to completely